this question, there is given n cities, number from 0 to n minus 1. Okay, and uh, there is given a connection 2D. There is given a 2D vector, and the connection is given a comma b, which represent the road is from A to B. Okay, so this is the connection, and our task is to reorient the road, okay, to the city 0, because there is a capital city. 0 is a capital city, so everyone want to visit that city. Okay, so you just have to reorient the city such that every city is connected to the 0 city 0. Okay, so you just have to return the number of count that you have to reorient the routes. Okay, so let's understand with an example. There is given a graph 0 1 0 1 3, and here is given a 2, and then 4 and 5. Okay, 4 and 5. Okay, so here is given a route from 0 to 1, 1 to 3, and then 2 to 3, and then 4 to 0, and then 4 to 0, and then 5 to 4. Okay, so the road is given in like this way. Sorry, it has been given 4 to 4 to 5. Okay, so you just have to reorient the road such that they all are connected with 0. Okay, so the first you have to reorient 1 to 0 such that 1 is connected to 0. 0 is connected to 1, but 1 is not connected to 0. So you just have to make a road from 1 to 0 such that 1 is connected to 0, and uh, uh, and for this 3 and 1. Okay, you have to also connect 3 and 1, because if you connected 3 and 1, then it is automatically connected 3 and 0. Okay, so you just have to do like this, and 2 is already connected because the road is like this. So it is connected with 3, 3 is connected with 1, 1 is connected with 0. So the all above has been connected with city 0. And for 5, the 5 is not connected with 0, so you just have to reorient this road like this way, means 5 to 4. Okay, so in this way the all the roads are connected with city 0. So the number of count statement is, the first one is 1 1, here is 2, and here is 3. So you just have to return you just have to return 3. Okay, so the answer is 3. You just have to return the 3. In the same way, there is given a 0 1 2 3 4 5. So the 2 is not connected with 0, so you just have to reorientate this road. Here is 1, and also reorientate the 4 and 3 road. So the number of count statement is 2. So you just have to return 2. Okay, so how will you approach this question? First you have to make the adjacency list. Okay, you just have to make the adjacency list. There is given a connection vector, but now you have to make a adjacency list which is taking in a pair form. So let's make it. First you have to make vector comma pair comma int, and this pair you have to write pair which is of in size. Okay, you just have to make edj adjacency list, and then for for this you just have to traverse through the connection. Okay, for auto ampersand connections. Okay, sorry, connection, and then move to the connections vector which is 2D vector, and then you just have to do pushback adjacent of connection of 0 dot pushback connection of 1 comma 1. Okay, edj of this will 1 will showing that this is connected and 0 will showing that this is not connected with 0. Okay, so the connection of 1 dot pushback connection of 0 comma 0. Okay, so you just have to do like this, and after this you just have to call the dfs function of 0 and -1 comma adj. You just have to pass this adj and return the count statement. Count will I will initialize the count statement in a first. I will create count 0 which is global. I have defined this globally, and then creating the void dfs int node comma int parent vector pair comma int adj. Okay, and then you have to write the code for a dfs for auto child comma sign edj of node if child is not equals to parent. If child is not equals to parent, then you just have to do count plus equals to sign. Okay, and then you just have to pass dfs function again which is child comma node comma adj. Okay, you just have to do like this. So let's run this code whether it is running properly or not. Okay, there is error in child. Yeah, now run this. Yeah, this code works fine, and then you just have to submit it. Yeah, this has been submitted. Thanks for watching.